Hi everyone. Today my concern about the limited partnership. We talk about the partnership, the advantages, disadvantages. We discuss the partnership with the business organization who are actually owned by 2 to 20 people, right? So we talk about the features of sole traders. We talk about the features of partnership. So partnership where owned by 2 to 20 people, and the main document governing the partnership is a deed of partnership. But here we have a some exceptional case study. Here we call limited partnership. Normally, when you are thinking about the limited the partnership business, there's a unlimited liability is a feature. Unlimited liability is a kind of a disadvantage. That means in case of business bankrupt, the partners are liable to pay the debts from their personal belongings. But there are some exceptional cases there. We call it limited partnership. Limited partnership. So that's what happened. So everything's like that. They are sharing their profits, and their partners are disagreed that everything, all features are applying, but except unlimited liability. So because sometimes partners are reluctant to join, it's reluctant to invest in the business partnership, form a partnership if you're having an unlimited liability. In order to reduce this, the courts actually, the government actually has implemented a new kind of a business form called limited partnership. So limited partnership we can define here. It's a partnership where some partners contribute to capital, right, and enjoy a share of profit, but do not take part in it. In this case, partners can join to the business. Imagine it's an association of lawyers. So one lawyer can actually join to the business as a limited partner. Limited partner means he actually like a normal general partner, but his liability is limited, right? He get a share of profit, right? And he do not take part in the running of the business. Sometimes he actually exempt from the management part. He's contributed to the business. His knowledge is providing, but he don't take part in the running of the business, but management. This limited liability status is given to him. Sometimes this partner, the limited partner, we call him as a sleeping partner, which is sometimes we call dormant partner or sometimes inactive partner, because its status is not like unlimited. Unlimited means the normal like a nature of the usual partner, but this partner not taking unlimited liability. Say, I can't take unlimited liability. I can't actually bother about losing my personal belongings in case your business bankrupt. Therefore, I invest money. You have to pay me some profit share, but I'll take a limited liability status. Safe for me. Like that. So unlimited limited liability partnership came as a result of that. So limited liability partners also now they are available because very common. This is the encouragement from given to the partnership. But keep in mind, even if a lot of partners, even out of 2 to 20 partners can be joined, but limited partnership, at least one partner should have an unlimited liability. That's the exception for this case. Even though you have a out of 20 out of 20, all the partners are there, but if you can give the limited liability status for 19 partners, but even one partner has to take the unlimited status. That's the clause, right? You can find out in the limited liability partnership, only the original amount of money invested will be losing in this type of partnership in partner. However, even with the limited partnership, there must always be at least one partner with unlimited liability. Otherwise, what happens? Otherwise, everyone get a limited liability means like a company. No? Therefore, in this case, at least one partner has to become an unlimited liability partner. All other up to 19 can become limited liability partners. So at least one has to become an unlimited liability partner. You have to take this concept in your head now. Limited liability and unlimited liability partnership. Normally, limited status is there for the partners. We call those partners as the sleeping partners. And then these partners are not take part in the management and running of the business. And at least even though this kind of situation, the one partner must be at least there with the unlimited status. Okay. Look at the case study, Kisuli Okuma Ovino. The case study from the accountants, chartered accountants based in Mombasa, Kenya. These three partners, the accountants are actually specializing on different fields. You can see the Michael Kisuli was a corporate tax consultant, tax specialist, and also Edwin Okuma was the investment analysis is another part of the business investment side analysis, and also Joseph Ovino is in charge of the auditing part. So you can see taxing, investment, and auditing. So three different dimensions of business services you can provide as chartered accountants. These three partners are providing the expertise on three different fields. All right. So, and they're asking couple of questions out of this. What do you think? Why do you think this Kisuli Okuma Ovino, we have a deed of partnership? Talk about mainly the deed of partnership is the mainly governing document, the running document which this organization has to be keep in mind. In order to running a partnership business, you must have a proper agreement. The agreement we call the deed of partnership. Therefore, in case of a business have some kind of problems, arguments, then they can direct them into the deed of partnership here. Imagine Kisuli and Okuma in this case have a profit sharing problem regarding some kind of a doubt about the profit sharing, then they can say, okay, here we go. Here how we agree to share the losses. Like that, you can always take some kind of a guidance from the. And how does this case study illustrate one of the main advantage of partnership? You can see main advantage of partnership here is the sharing responsibility. You can see here advantage of partnership is second one I'm taking here. Partners can specialize in their area of expertise. Here, this case study, Kisuli, Okuma, we know these chartered accountants are providing their specialization in 3 different fields: taxation, investment, and the auditing part, namely Kisuli, Okuma, and Ovino. Kisuli about the taxation, Okuma about the investment, Ovino about the auditing. Therefore, their expertise and their knowledge they can direct them into those fields. So different customers can come in different problems. Someone has a tax problem, then he can direct Kisuli. If someone has a investment side problem, they can direct the Okuma. And if they need to do some kind of auditing assignment, they can go to Ovino. Like that, customer satisfaction they can fulfill very well. So this is the situation. Now I think you can easily understand what is meant by limited partnership and normal partnership. In normal partnership, everyone have a unlimited liability, but in limited partnership, at least one has to be an unlimited liability partner, and other partners can have the limited liability situation. And this limited partnership, this limited partner we call a sleeping partner, because he don't take part in the running of the business organizations, right? So that's about the limited partnership case study, right?